Hey, Meghann, Scully, and this is the Limerick Post Show, and joining me on the show today, it's UL student Mairead Cleary. How are you getting on?
I'm good, Meghann. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Now, you're a final year student in journalism in UL.
Yeah, finishing up.
What a strange way to finish. How's it been the last couple of weeks, or months, I say, at this stage?
It was fine. I suppose we knew it was coming. I always had a feeling, my friends called me a pessimist at the beginning. I had a feeling we weren't going to finish out the year in UL, but it was grand. A lot of my assignments were assignment-based anyway, instead of exams. So in terms of learning, it hadn't changed that much. Like my exams, I didn't really have any, so it was fine. But it's a pity we didn't get the last few weeks, but I suppose everyone's in the same boat. We all missed out on things.
I know, I think that's it too. I suppose I went to UL as well, and I know the kind of last few weeks when you finish up exams, those who stay around campus for a little bit longer, and I suppose you get to say goodbye to the stables and to all these different places where you spent your time. So do you, what's going to happen now at graduation, or do you think that will happen, or will it be kind of a virtual one?
It's going to be a virtual ceremony as far as I know. It's going to be in August, and we'll get our parchment then, like a virtual version of it.
Yeah.
And then we'll get our real campus is open again. And then in the new year, I think sometime they're going to have some kind of ceremony or get together for us. There'll be no cap and gown and stuff like that, I don't think, but it'll be some way to mark it in person. It'd be nice to really mark it, because it is a big deal, I suppose, at the end of 4 years. You want to have a little bit of a send off, so we'll have to wait for it.
Yeah, no, it'll be great to see everyone again. Now, Mairead, the reason we're chatting today is because you've started something, like really exciting project with the University of Limerick. Tell us all about it.
So there's a series we've started called Some Good News at UL, and it's weekly news bulletins that I make, and it's just full of good news about Limerick, about UL, its staff, students, about a lot of charity events and just good deeds going on around the county as well. And really it's just to cut out some of the negativity in the world, just to give a little bit of a break from a lot of the doom and the gloom. And all of it is justified, of course, but this is just something to distract someone. It's about 3 or 4 minutes long, the videos, and it's just to give a break and to give some positivity and also shine a light on some, fundraising stuff that's going on in Limerick that just to highlight it, I suppose.
Yeah, no, I think what you've done, it's brilliant, because it's nice to take away from, as you said, all the doom and gloom and the negativity. And I think a lot of people turn on the TVs and it's like it's never any good news. It seems to be always kind of bad news. So I think what you're doing is so good, because it takes away from it. And as you said, you're highlighting probably students and staff and charity events that maybe a lot of us wouldn't really hear about unless we were in UL.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it is its own little bubble. And it's nice as well to put this out there. It's on TikTok, on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, it's everywhere. And it is getting out of the bubble as well, so other people can kind of find out about the good stuff that's going on in Limerick.
And I suppose, being a journalism student, I'm guessing it's broadcast media you want to go into?
I definitely prefer broadcast media to print. Radio and is what I enjoy. And even the fact that, I make these videos just on my phone. So the fact you can do so much on your phone makes it so much easier, especially with all the remote learning and remote working that's going on. It just makes life easier.
Absolutely. I can tell you the Limerick Post Show, most of it is shot on an iPhone as well. And as well, we go around town with iPhones, and that's how we do all our stuff now.
Yeah, it's perfect. I mean, it's as good as anything.
It is. It is. And I think the way that media is going now, that's the way it's going to be from now on. You're going to see more and more people acting out with phones and like mini tripods and everything, because it's the phones now. The iPhones are so well made that they're kind of, the packages are produced even for RT News now. Some of them are shot in iPhone. So Mojo, I think, is the way forward.
Definitely. Thank God. It's much more technical.
Now you're up in Roscommon. So how is it up there?
It's good. It was quiet now. I moved up once the college closed, and it's been grand. It was nice and peaceful to work up here, I suppose, finishing off final year. And it's good now. I suppose some of the measures have lifted a little bit, so we're able to meet up with our friends and go for a walk with your neighbour and stuff like that. So it's nice. It's a slower way of life, definitely, and it's probably not the summer I imagined, but it's not bad, in fairness. I can't really complain.
Absolutely. So do tell us, Mairead, for those who are looking for the next episode, where can we find you? You mentioned all the apps there, but what day is it out?
So it generally gets released on a Sunday afternoon, and you'll find it on Twitter and LinkedIn, YouTube, and the whole lot. As well, we have a 1-minute version, so a lot shorter, snappier version of it on TikTok, and that comes out in and around the same time, so around a Sunday afternoon as well. And if you have good news as well, we do want to hear it. Even if you've any way connection to Limerick at all, or just good news you think you want to share, you can email us somegoodnews@ul.ie. And also, it doesn't have to be big good news either. The smallest stuff, anything that you think puts a smile on your face, we want to hear about it.
Yeah, and I suppose if there's anyone in your life that you want them to get recognition as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like we've got a lot of UL staff in particular who've told us about their brother, their daughter, niece, neighbour, etc., who are involved in something that just is a positive outlet, is a positive thing to do, and told us about it that way. So anything at all. I mean, I'm all ears.
Absolutely brilliant. Mairead Cleary, it's a pleasure to chat to you. I've no doubt I'll be seeing you all over the place once everything's lifted, and I know I'm sure we'll cross paths again in the world of media.
I hope so, Meghann. Thank you very much for having me.